He discovered a secret door in his own apartment, a door that only appeared when he was alone. But what was behind it completely changed his mind. Have you ever felt so lonely that you thought you were losing your mind? This story begins with an ordinary guy. Someone like me, like you. His name was Ethan, 31 years old. A freelance programmer living alone in an apartment in downtown Portland, Oregon. He wasn't superstitious, didn't believe in ghosts, demons, or parallel dimensions. Up until that week, he had never spent a single night afraid of the dark. But over the past few days, he started noticing something strange. Whenever the apartment fell into complete silence, no fridge humming, no street noise, not even the faint buzz of his computer, he felt there was something else there. At first, it was just shadows flickering at the edges of his vision. Then, a shift in the air. A chill, as if the apartment itself was breathing alongside him. But none of that compared to the door. Yes, door that shouldn't have been there. A door that only showed up when he was completely alone. It happened on a Tuesday night. Ethan had just finished a client call. It was 2:47 a.m. He got up from the couch, went to grab a glass of water, and that's when he saw it. At the end of the hallway, where there were only two doors, now stood a third. A white door. It wasn't old or creepy. It was clean, freshly painted, as though it had been installed recently. But there was something odd about it. Number handle. No hinges, no cracks, just an outline. That perfectly rectangular space carved right into the wall. He froze. Blinking once, then again, it was still there. But when he reached for his phone to take a picture, the door vanished. The next night, it happened again, and the one after that. Always around 2:45 a.m., and always when he was truly alone. What freaked him out most was this. The door only appeared when he felt something strange inside him, a sense of emptiness, like he was about to pass out, as if something was pulling him away from himself. And what if I told you that Ethan decided to go through the door? But before I tell you what was on the other side, let me show you what he discovered about that place. After the third night with the door, Ethan did what anyone would do. He sought help. First, he talked to friends. Then, he scoured Reddit forums. Nothing explained it. But in one anonymous comment, he found a chilling sentence. "If you see the third door, you're already in." He replied to the comment. Never got an answer. But something changed after that. The door began appearing for longer periods, more solid, more real. And then, on the fourth night, it opened by itself. Not fully, just a crack. But inside, Ethan saw a white glow. Not ordinary light. It was as if the air on the other side vibrated at a frequency he couldn't comprehend. He tried recording it. Nothing showed up on video. The following night, he prepared, GoPro strapped to his chest, voice recorder in his pocket, and waited for the right time. 2:45 a.m. the door appeared. 2:46 a.m. it opened. 2:47 a.m. Ethan stepped through. On the other side was a white corridor. No ceiling, no floor. Just an endless tunnel, as if he were walking inside his own mind. But what terrified him most was the silence. Not normal silence, a vacuum of sound. He couldn't hear his footsteps or his breathing. Gradually, he began seeing doors lining both sides of the corridor. Doors with names: Sarah, age 17, David, age 43, Nora, age 5. Each door pulsed with a different energy. But there was one door at the far end of the corridor. It's larger than the others, and on it was written, Ethan, age 31. When he touched it, everything went black. Ethan woke up to hours. Later on the couch, the glass of water was still on the table. The TV off, but his heart felt like it was about to explode. He rushed to his computer, pulled up the GoPro footage. But there was nothing. The video started with him sitting on the couch, and then cut straight to static in the days that followed. The door never reappeared. But Ethan was never the same again. He began forgetting names, mixing up days of the week, having dreams about people he'd never met. And every week, the white corridor returned in his nightmares, his final message. Posted to a forum before disappearing entirely read, "The door is real, and you only see it when you're ready to get lost. And then, no one ever heard from him again. Perhaps the greatest mystery isn't the door itself, but why it appears precisely when we're most vulnerable, alone, exhausted, disconnected from reality. If this video made you wonder whether you've ever seen something that shouldn't be there, maybe you're closer to your own door than you think. If you enjoyed this story, check out this video here. The man who vanished for 6 hours inside his own house. That case is even more disturbing and 100% unexplained. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, share this video with someone who loves mysteries that mess with the mind. There's much more coming your way. Until the next mystery.